Hello, welcome to my Sunday Front. Today I have a taste video, and if you check out my recipe video where I make bean dip, we made this delicious, yummy bean dip, homemade. It's just like, the bean dip you make, for taco night or, what have you, or grill out. The cheese on the top. And then to try it, I have these I've been wanting to try. These are Capp's Fire Tots. It says a puff corn. They're a puff corn. They're made of cornmeal and spices. They have a lot of chili in them. It says right here, cayenne. So these are like a cayenne snack. It's open now. Oh, I also have to drink. I have a Red Bull. It was on ice, and also water that was on ice. And I just have these things in case. Caramel, a little lollipop, and an oatmeal cookie. Let's give this a taste. So there you go. This is what they look like inside. Crazy, huh? Matches my shirt. Let's just pour some on the bowl. Like that. And we can get some of this bean dip. Or how about we try them by themselves? Let's try one by itself. They taste just like cheese balls. It's super delicious. So let's try it with the bean dip. That's really good. And I posted all weekend long. I didn't see any of you guys there. So be sure to check out my other videos, and especially this recipe video for the bean dip. Don't miss out. Don't sleep on me, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Let's try this. It has very, very little chili flavor. So this is like kind of like good. It goes good together because they both have spice in them. But at the same time, if you like, a treat with spice in it and you don't want it like too hot, you can pair it with something more milder. And my bean dip is perfect for that. These have like a little tang to them. Like like, it's kind of like a sour tang. Like the flavor is so like kind of more pungent. I'd say this is more my thing than the fries, but I haven't tried the regular fries. Or the fire fries. The fire fries. I haven't tried the fire fries. And they also have onions. They have ranch fries, cheddar fries. You know what time it is. Stay hydrated. Woo! I know what this could use. Let's time me. 7:30. 7:43. Sorry. You're good. I just needed some ranch dressing. It really takes like the spice away. Because it's buttermilk ranch dressing. You see that? And I heard buttermilk like takes all the chile flavor. I think I knocked my camera. That's okay. But yeah, I was seeing some makeup deals online. I was like, I hope I get them before they're gone, those deals. And that way I can show you a new haul. But meantime, I've been in full spring cleaning mode. It was kind of hot today. I believe like I think my setup like reacts to like the metal and the heat, and I have a minimalist setup, so you know what? You guys are right about that ranch. This is good. I feel like I always get the trends at the end. But like, the more ranch you get, the better it tastes to me. That is so weird. Like, I never even thought like beans, cheese, and ranch dressing. Or like potato chips with like, but not like hot tots, and like, this is pretty cool. At first I was thinking when I bought the tots, I was like, I can put chili cheese on them, or I can make them into nachos. And they just sat there, and I was like, I don't want to waste them, and I kind of want to taste them, but like, I bought them, you know, because like, I was dying to try them. So I figured like, I'd like make something to accompany them. Nowadays, people base your personality on what you eat, especially like if you're an online creator like me. Nobody really talks about me a lot. I think for the most part they're like, ew, she cooks, it's probably gross, it's probably like mayonnaise and like onion powder, like gross, she's gross. And like, it's kind of like mean, but it's the truth. Like, everybody's like, ew, she's gross, she's a cook on TV. And her food is gross. And like, they never seen it, but they're just like, it's gross. But like, other people, like, they're called, what do they call them? Cheeto girls with the Cheeto fingers. Or like the people who eat spice foods. I think like people who eat spice foods probably had a rude awakening when y'all started like worshiping Ash Trevino, because like all that whole Cheeto spice crew thing, like it went from like raza, you know, like it went from culture, period, you know, because like we eat spice noodles too, right? So like it went from la cultura entirely in America to like trash. So like everybody's like, oh, bean dip and like Frito-Lay bean dip, and then you got the Cheetos, what was it, hot Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos. And that was like, you know, her simp thing, like the whole simpery of that, like the buffoonery. And everybody's like, that's her thing. And I'm like, well, go be with her, and peace to y'all, because don't come back. That's not the crew I want to, you know, rub elbows with. Like, for the most part, I feel like anybody that's simping for something that horrendous, like case after case, I think, you know what I mean? Like, you should have already learned a lesson. You know, you should have already started reforming, and the loopholes in the law, you know, nothing constitutes how do you say, a grievance of ignorance to the law. So, you know, go somewhere. And it's because of predators we have to watch out, even online, and continue to legislate to protect our children. So I urge you guys to write to your local, leaders, and tell them about this case. Tell them, we want the cyber stuff, we want this up in the levels and the ranks with all the other crime. Forget RICO. We want this stuff to protect our children. Our future depends on our children, and every single member of our community is vulnerable to any type of cyber threats. And this is the time, 2025, that we need to really buckle down. We got rid of that old administration that slept on everything, including securing the state. And now we have one that fully embraces things, but we need everybody on board, from all levels, from civilian life. You write to them, to the legislation where they implement the law, and then it goes to the House and they vote yay or nay. Let's get this done. Yesterday I was bullied. They said I was pushing P. You know how hard I worked to lose weight, and they told me I was pushing P. Some wrestler named Triple M. And then he went on to say, oh yeah, I give you a follow. Just to humiliate me that he was going to stalk me on my account. So I was like, I had to block him, and that was all the power I had. And I'm a female, so I'm like, and I kept reporting it, typing whatever happened, the incident, 3 of them, the initial, and then the hazing, where he got his whole chat room to continue that. And he had a little girl in there. Let's not forget that. So, I'm not saying he accepted money from her or she gifted him or whatever. With the case where Elsa Trevino is receiving underage, people under 13, they're gifting her. But he definitely had one child that I saw who was in there. And then he told everybody he was going to stalk me, and then he stalked me. And he kept it, going. I was like, you know what? It's been 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and report it and block him. So I blocked him. But that was all I could do, I thought I walked into a situation that everybody was going to talk about wrestling. So, I mean, it could happen to anybody. It happened to me yesterday. But I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about serious crime against children. I mean, that's just a symptom. Being able to do that is just a symptom. But I hope this wakes you guys up. Because on my channel, that's what I expect. I don't expect less than you know, because we're not. We're winners, you know. We started a movement. We're a part of a movement, you know. And if anything, you know, we're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to community spirit and the brotherhood and being productive in our own lives. If anybody's to be put to shame, it would be, you know, those flabby, overindulging, you know, predatory creepers who use their Wi-Fi to commit vile acts of heinous crime and continue, you know, because of loopholes. Because people are scared of being canceled. People are afraid, you know. Let me share my voice. Let me share my experiences. You know. You know, let me raise awareness about the things that, you know, you guys talk about. And I'll try to keep up with them. These stories, you know, they may not make headlines, but they sure as hell affect personal lives of everybody involved, everybody exposed to this, everybody watching. And if you are an authority figure, if you're a politician, I have a few people watching that, you know, they do hold office or they hold some type of a authority, like a podium, like literally, you know, let's do something. Let's decide to be more productive and proactive in protections for the vulnerable, the elderly, the disabled, the children, you know. And he attacked me because he thought that, oh, well, she's, you know, she's suffering from some type of disability and not really, she doesn't have ability. And, you know, like, and I get this sometimes, like, especially when you go into groups that do kind of know more or less, like, the Ash Servino lore, you'll get flack. You'll get threats. You'll definitely get subliminals. You'll get indirective hate. You'll be exposed to slurs, slanders. They might call somebody else out your name. It's that big of a circus. And that's why I'm saying, you know, we need to be more grounded. We need to level up and start, you know, striking down all these offenders, you know. And I'm not going to sit here and play in your face. I'm pretty sure half of them have backgrounds. We saw them on live getting arrested. There's nothing that you can say or do that will break me as a person who looks out for my neighbor. So, you know, like, we really need to take this into perspective and to get over the plateau of, you know, these wolf criers. Not being taken to task. Because, you know, they have a lifestyle of luxury. I really don't care. Look at that. I really don't care. And half of the people I know are rich. I really don't care. You know what half of them don't do? All of them. Anybody I mess with, nobody I mess with is a predator. And I like it that way, you know. I don't like jumping online and having to work when there's somebody on live, you know, talking to children, like a room full of children that don't even have a legal account. Especially a nasty woman that plays with herself and then goes battles with children at Trevino on live. So, if you can write to, you know, like I said, write to the heads of your government. Let's get this addressed. Let's have a change. And if you are who I need to speak to, you know, I'm asking you, look inside your heart. You know, let's do diligence here. Soul search. Find a personal, you know, motivation to, you know, dismiss the situation entirely. Put these predators to sleep. Put the beasts to sleep. And this is Zoli Pops. These are kids' candies. And these are the candies that they were recommending that you give to kids after they eat, because they're made with xylitol and they help your mouth stay clean. But I like them. They have chocolate, they have caramels, they have lollies and hard candies, right? And the lollies are my favorite. So ever since they started making them, I've been buying them. Because they're like $4 for a bag. To be honest, they do help me. So I'm figuring they probably help kids, but I I do offer, but everybody's like, is that healthy? You know how some people, they're like, ew, vegetables, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, so what, you know, like, you're picking out a restaurant, you're like, what do you want to eat? And everybody's like, not soup, or not salad, you know? Or like, they're like, I hope you're not expecting pasta tonight. I don't know, when I go out to eat, I always think like, I want to be like, I want to eat fancy. I want to be like somewhere nice. Like, I want to be like dressed up, eating somewhere nice. But when you finally like get dressed, you're like, you know what? I just want some fried chicken. At least I do. I'm not like, you know. That's why I like to stick to my diet, because like at home, like I can really focus. I can really focus at home, but I mean, like, can you imagine the calories if I had bought canned bean dip? Be sure to watch my bean dip video. Like, it'll save you some time, some money, and a few pounds. I don't know. But it's really good. So, I mean, I think I think one thing for sure that I have learned from all this whole experience with the loophole, I've learned that we really are not based. Like, we say we're based, but it's just like kind of like climate change. Like, we are climate change, but we have, I think, like, we have like a budget that is of, you know, like, it's on the, I think it's on, I can't cap. It's what is required to be a part of, you know. But with the prices that soared, I don't think, with the inflation, like, if you add that, then we're not. Like, our budget and the inflation is like this. So there's a gap there that needs to be closed to say that we are climate change productive, or, you know, in compliance, that we are compliant with climate change ordinances. Because this is the whole world that needs that, you know, like, it's like, you know, international humanitarian law. I'm sorry, I'm jumping from cybersecurity to this, but, like, for real, like, I feel like with an example, like, you know, like, from that gap, the situation, like, are we really down bad for our own? Because that's what the laws are for. Do we really have people watching and using those laws in the court system? Do we have the back of legislation so we don't get more loopholes? We can close them, you know, using federal. Do we have enough enforcement to make sure that we do use this experience for future referencing? You know? Because, you know, these people are out doxing each other. It's already like a little infight. There's already been violence. There's already been guns. And as a matter of fact, that's what the arrests were. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever holes in your case are already being filled. You know? They'll be filled within the end of March. I can assure you that. So, we'll hit on climate change another time. It's really bring me down. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give it a like. So hit like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. My son, different. Bye-bye.